just the same old person. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just the same old person. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. I'm just the same old person. Yeah. Good night, beautiful family. Wagwan, the resilient queen is here. So I'm finally steaming my carpet for the hallway. I finally moved everything and we are steaming the carpet. So we are here. So hope everybody's doing good. Happy Father's night. So hope everybody is doing amazing. You almost done, babe? Yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. So you're just working with what you can? Yeah. So we here, family, trying to do the best we can. Trying to do the best we can. So good night. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, so we're doing good, good, good. We're doing good. Can't complain much. Can't complain much. I can't complain much. I finally arranged my room, my living room. So now I gotta finish steam this carpet here. So I'm gonna finish steam this carpet. Oh, what you doing? Watch out this rag, that's so dirty. So right now we're working right here with the carpet. We're trying to steam this area right here. So that we're doing right now. Steaming. Steamer. So the steamer plug in right there. So that's what we're working on right now. So I can have my nice hallway looking nice and everything. Taylor's World, greetings, how you doing? So that's what we're working on right now, family. Steaming the working on steaming the floor. And then after that we only have my room and the kids' room and the playroom left after this. Ex Bubbly, how you doing? So that's what we're working on right now as we speak. So we're about to turn this bad boy on. We're about to steam it. So that's what we're about to do. Steam it. This is my second time steaming it for the night. So I hope everybody doing good tonight. I steam it the first time already. So this is just the second course to make sure the hallway is clean and all of that. That's what we'll be doing. Hope about the ring light because I might not need the ring light. The living room come out perfectly, family. So it's just the ooh, smells so good. So we're just trying to clean up. So good night, family. You know, sometimes as mothers, we procrastinate a little bit, especially when you have children so young to do a lot of stuff you want to do. So when we get the chance, we have to just, or when we're in that vibe, we just gotta do what we gotta do, you know? gotta do what we gotta do. So that's what the girl been doing. And it's so pretty. I hope you guys are doing amazing tonight. Yep. So it's so pretty, it's gonna look like a carpet when it's done. And then the baby boy, he wanna do his room. So I said, okay, I'll just guide him along the way. I don't think he's gonna do it tonight because he's in there wiping on some stuff. Yeah, he there wiping on. Look at the difference of cleaning up the carpet. I wish I could have shown you. Even right here had a turbo dark spot. It's not so bad. We use it awesome to take it out, but he didn't take it out for. I forgot what was it. I don't know if it was some black polish or so. You know, as long as you have kids, you're gonna have some spot anywhere. But thank God for awesome. So this is how it look right now after using the steamer. Steamer really good. So we use the steamer twice, family. And then these, you know, like when you wash your hair, the debris from your hair. So these things, dark spot things, if you see them on the floor, this was some dark spot right here. And so that was that. So I was brushing the carpet down this way. So these are the debris from the vacuum. But the chemical that I using, there was the bleach and all those stuff that I was using yesterday to clean up. So yeah, and I steam all of that. I just gotta spray this part of the door down now. Don't know, that door this door look like somebody was cooking right here. The door look like he was cooking. So hope everybody doing good so far. Hope everybody's doing good. And then I washed this evening. I washed some dishes this evening, and I end up use all of them back. So I have that to wash again. And then the mere fact that yesterday I put the bookshelf right here. So yesterday, family. So now when we sit at the couch right here, we're able to sit right here and grab a book and sit down with the kids and have time with them. So that's why I'm telling them to make sure they clean up and everything so that we can have a good time, because the summer is out, you know what I mean? And in the winter, sometimes you just come in the house and you just feel like you just want to just lay down, chill, go under your warm blanket, you know what I mean? So in the summer, I want to make use of this summer with me and the kids. I know we have some sporting event coming up. I'm just praying. The mechanic called me today, so I'm just hoping and praying that we can get the car fixed by tomorrow, because I have a meeting coming up and I have some stuff that I need to do that I have to go drive. I have an appointment that I want to get done, but it's all the way in Livonia, and I need to get it done. So yes, family. So that's what we girl be doing, you know, getting our house together. Now I can see, and I keep talking about the donation bags. I haven't moved the donation bags yet. I have this thing with a bunch of shoes, but look how many space I open up, family. Look how many space I open up. This is what I'm using right now, so don't mind that. I gotta put that is some shoes, everyday shoes in that container. Those are the donation bags, and then after that, I got a big living room now. You know, so it don't look bad now. You know what I mean? You know, all you need sometimes is to rearrange your place. That's all it takes, you know, because for anybody who follow me all the time, know how my living room would look. But then once you keep rearranging your living room and all of that, that's all it takes. You know, it doesn't matter if it's one, two things you have in there, rearrange it, you know. What used to be at this corner, now you flip it and put it at the other corner. What used to be at the other corner, you know, vice versa. And then you'll be surprised. All you need sometimes it's not necessarily mean that you have to buy anything extra to change up your living room. All you need sometimes is just rearranging, because look at all this big space. Even anybody knows see me dancing once. Look at all this big space that is open right here in between. You see what I'm saying? Look at all this space. It wasn't there before. You know what I mean? So all it takes sometimes is just to just rearrange your place. You know, that's all it takes sometimes with what you got, you know. Some things, you know, whatever was over the other side, you flip it over the other side. Some things you remove it if it's not necessary and you're good to go. You know, I got up, open the door, clean up my passageway. So now I'm just waiting for this to dry. And then once it dry, because right now it's literally wet. So yes, so see, it's literally wet. So yes, so it's wet. So but the carpet is in the steamer here. This thing here, this is really good. This thing right here. It is very good, very good. I'm telling you. So that's the one I got. That's the brand right there. It's very good, man, you know. Carry handle. It's very good. And I like the fact that you can just move the thing. This can also move. This is also to plug in the other piece that I showed you guys yesterday. You just lift this up, put the back, put the stuff in there, steam your carpet, not your carpet, your couch and all this. So I like this. You know, this is where the clean water go. And when it's keep going out, then you let out through here. And it was very easy to set up because actually when this came, are you sure it's solid? Give me a quick second. When this came, they come in. This piece come all by itself. I didn't. All I had to do was I think snap this piece in. But all of this piece had already come set up. This piece, so this I had to just snap this in. I think. Don't remember exactly. And then this is the button where you hit the start. And then you have the measurement right here. So this is halfway right here, and this is basically full. And so they have everything how you can do it. All right, 60 and see it's the maximum 140 degrees Fahrenheit and all of that. So yeah, yes, man. You can, if you search online right now, they still have them online. They might have them in a blue handle, red handle, or so, but they got them purple handle. So if you search online, you will see it. Very effective, especially if you have kids and dogs. Look, I'll snap this tape. Ooh, you did that? Yes. Good job. And the look at what my son did. Okay, put it back. Let me show them. And put it back. Okay. You should see this table before and look at how he cleaned it up. Good job. This table was all messy because they messed it up. Yeah, this is so a writing table I bought him. It come with 2 chairs. One of them is broken. Oh, we still keep it there. I can still stand it. Huh? I can still stand it. You need to take the cups out of here because the in here want to clean up real bad. What is this? Huh? Gotta take this out. So it come with this chair, family. Yep. So that's it come with 2 chairs, but these not sturdy no more. So yeah. Sturdy? What do you mean? This was on Walmart for only $30. Only $30 it was for on Walmart. I bought it. Every year I try to buy them something that is sentimental for their birthday. Every year. Something that, God forbid if I should pass right now, they could have something to remember me. It's not just buying them some things that they're going to broke up. But even if they become adult and they need to move into their own place or anything, it's something that they can bring with them from their childhood if they, you know, upkeep it or so, and they want to keep it, you know. So when I'm buying stuff, I buy stuff that is very much sentimental that can last them a good little while, you know. Books, stuff like that, you know. See, we'll have a lot of books. I love books. I like to see it. Even if we're not reading them, I just like to see them in the house. At least if somebody say, hey, so and so, then I could say, all right, I could draw for a book and go look in there. We even have few encyclopedia. So that's good. Animal encyclopedia. Also, so yeah. So I was only steaming up the hallway for now. And then he working on the play area. So I'm going to help him finish up the play area because we're going to have to move everything out the play area. Because one thing with me, if I'm steaming, I want to move everything so we can get the thorough steaming. And in that room is very small. And then another thing, we need to go through all the toys because I reached to the point now where it's like too much toys. They're not really playing with them. You give them a box, you buy anything right now and you have a box. And they're playing with the box instead of playing with the toys, you know. And since I moved the bookshelf here, last night they read 2 books each by themselves. When I mean by the little one sat right here, pick up his book. The little one, a big fan of books. The big one now he get his books. he start read his books and everything. So I am proud of that. You know, little changes will bring reward. You know, it might not be long term change that will see great result, but it's just something that any changes at all made in your life to upgrade yourself, even if it's to just clean up your apartment from being junky, and you just tell yourself that, I'm tired of just looking in the junk and I'm tired of sitting in the junk. Let's rearrange it. Mind you, it might still be junky, but at the same time, it gap. It opens so many spaces so that you, even though your junk is in there, it won't affect you much, as opposed to when you're stepping over stuff and you have nowhere to put it. You know what I mean? Then it's like triple junky. You know what I mean? But then when you see all the junk you have, and you can still take it, and you didn't do much to throw it outside, but still take it to play around with the space you got. That's good. That's creativity right there. You know, sometimes all you need is just to sit in your living room and just think about how you're going to change this living room. Because sometimes you have a small space and you say about, if I put this over here, how am I gonna do it? Yes, we can do it. We just have to learn to map things out. It's like a man who's building a house. He have to have a plan. Once you have a plan, then you know that sometimes the plan don't go accordingly, but at least once you have the plan, you can always make adjustment to the plan. Same thing with when you're looking at rearranging or organizing or decorating. You know what I mean? You have enough things at hand so that if you put this over here won't feel empty. If you play around with the space, you're not gonna feel as empty as you would want it, or it's look as it look, not as you want it, but as it look. Because I was surprised yesterday when I rearranged all of this and just see the space that open, and then I had my shoes thing right here. And then once I get those bags out of here, those donation bags, then I will have a whole lot more space up in my living room. And then that way now, me and the kids can sit down right here so we can identify our feelings, our emotions. We can talk about it. We have a lot of books about feelings and emotions and all of these things. We can go into them. And then I need to get me, not right now, but they have some nice. I probably try to get one of those learning carpet, the learning carpet that you can get for kids. If I can get one of those, because the learning carpet for children are kind of quite expensive, some of them. And my budget is not built for that right now. But I can still search around. Who knows? Can probably find one that is imitation of the real deal. I know site I can go on to get these stuff because I was in the classroom, so I know the site. But those sites are expensive. So if I can get a knockoff, something that can imitate a regular stuff, but they have sites you can go on. I know those sites, but I've been on there and they expensive. Izira Scott is a queen. Have a blessed night. Bless up yourself, Izira. How you doing? How you doing? So yes. But changes don't mean when you're rearranging your place, it doesn't matter if it's small, if it's big, if it's large or extravagant. And let's say you're on a shoestring budget, okay, you can still have a big house and don't want to buy anything much yet because you have more important bills. But play around with what you got. Whatever furniture you got, whatever things you got in your house, just play around with it. Sometimes it's all about rearranging the place, wiping down the walls, cleaning up the spots and stuff. Make little adjustment to your house, and that's all it is. Sometimes it's like, you ever see the grass, the lawn wanna cut, like now you have a lot of people cutting their lawn. And you ever see if the lawn is not cut, how the place look like? Ooh, this place is in our wilderness. You hear a lot of people say, wow, this place is in our wilderness. But as soon as they call out the lawnmower, or if they can do it themselves and they do it, what happened? You see beauty come out, right? All it needs sometimes. It's just like you hear. You wanna get it done, and all you have to do is just pull it out and get it done, and then you find a whoop. You go from, they have a tree in Jamaica. It's not a tree. It's a little plant, but when you step on it, it juke you. We call it shetai maka. So it's like when the sun is too hot, it closes itself up. Anybody know that one? They call shetai maka. If you step on it barefooted, it's gonna juke you underneath your foot bottom. But then when it's raining or so, those trees come out so pretty. There's some little grasses, but they call it shetai maka, and I'm telling you. So even with us same way, we can feel dull just from not changing our rearranging stuff in our house. It's like not doing anything, we can feel dull and uncomfortable about it. Even not brushing your teeth, you can feel dull and uncomfortable. And as soon as you cleanse, then you're like, woo, taking a shower again. As soon as you cleanse, woo, you can be out for the long day. And then as soon as you come in and you take a shower, it's like all that heavy weight and all that dirt and all how you feel, and you just feel irritable. Or even if you're hungry and you come home and you get something nice and warm, if you're a warm kind of person, because not everybody eat food warm or so forth, but if even lukewarm or whatever, you get something, a hot cup of tea, if you're into coffee or whatever, and you just feel, you just replenish the body so quick, so fast. Same thing with the house, when we rearrange and stuff. And then I like the fact that when springtime comes, summertime come, we all do spring cleaning, summer cleaning. Everybody, we all change out our wardrobe, trying to adjust to the different kind of weather. If you're one of those person who live in the different kind of season, what I mean. I live in the different kind of season, so we all have to have a certain time where we put up everything and make adjustment. Some things can't fit no more. We have to get that out. Instead of keep holding it. So yeah, and I have a lot of clothes that I need to go through that cannot fit me no more either. Some of them I didn't even wear them, just buy them and didn't even wear them. Again, a few pounds that can't fit me no more, no matter how I try. Is I put in one foot in a jeans and that's it. So there is no haul and pull up in it. You know what I mean? It just cannot fit. No matter how I try, it's just one leg in there and that's it. You don't even go up to the waist. You just go halfway to the leg or the thigh, what they call it, whatever up there's so called. So such is life. But when we make adjustment, we see even the kids love it. They dancing in here, they running up and down. Mama, we loved it. Even the little one, because the little one, he is something else. He will tell if he loves something. Mommy, we loved it. We loved it. You know what I mean? So that make my day to know that when you do something, even though it's not like you went to the store and you purchase anything, but you just rearranging, cleaning up, shifting some stuff around, you know whether you do it whether you do it as a reflection, where what was on one side you flip it to the other side and then you over there, blah blah blah. But just to see the adjustment, and the kids are so into it. If you have children in your house, and even if you don't have children, yours are all grown, once you make arrangement of your house and change it out, clean it up and all of these things, you feel so good. Even just washing the dishes, your house feels so good. It feel lighter, you know fresh air can more breathe in the house. Because I even noticed the carpet too, when it's so dusty too and it need cleaning, not just carpet like vacuum the carpet, but when it need to be cleaned, you could tell there's a dust towards the carpet. Sometimes it make you sneeze, because it's dusty. Even though you vacuum the floor, these things absorb dust. So just making arrangement, rearranging stuff, still decorate the house with the same things you got. It's just that you move it from point A to point B. That's all it is, you know. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And even though I love to decorate and rearrange house, it's just something. It's like a tradition, because we go with the weather, we go with the season, and all these things. So yeah. So now we just have. I want to work on the kids' playroom, and I want to work on their room to steam it. But the big one want to steam the playroom, so I'm gonna let him learn how to do that. And then their room is not gonna have um a lot of stuff for me to move around, because I don't think I want to move the furniture around no more. Because these furniture, even though you bought them, they have screws, and sometimes they fragile after a while, become loose. So you have to be careful how to move them around. Don't want to move them too much, because after a while they're not sturdy. Like when you used to drive nail into a furniture and stuff, it's not like that no more. These things come with tools that you have to screw these things up. So yeah. But I hope everybody's doing good today, enjoying the date. Happy Sunday night. You know, hope everybody having a good time. We come home earlier. We did some. Well, we were sitting outside, open the trunk of the car, and we were just chilling out there. I let they ride to the store. They get their bike. They ride. I couldn't ride my bike flat again. I'm like, Didn't I just fix the bike yesterday? I can't be bothered with that bike no more. I've never seen a bike challenge my testing my faith so much. And I just park it as I'm like, come the bicycle man, he said he gonna put a different what they call it? Rim on it. So I don't know. Because it's overbearing now. Cause can you imagine you fix a bike and you hope to go downstairs and to go take a little riding with your kids? Then I had to walk to the store. They had to ride. They were laughing after me. I'm like, that's okay. It wasn't a big walk, but we were able to walk to the store today. It was peaceful, sunny, hot, but we were able to walk to the store. It wasn't far. Then we purchased some stuff and we just sat outside and opened the trunk of the car. Because the way the car parked, we were able to sit at the back section there and just chill and eat. You find some strawberry ice cream in the store and it was so good. I don't remember the name of it though, but we find that it's a strawberry milky kind of ice cream, but family, that ice cream, the kids didn't like it, but I liked it. It tastes real good. The only thing I didn't like in it was the actual strawberry. I said the strawberry they shouldn't put in there because the strawberry don't taste like it was sweetened or anything. The strawberry. Jay, you okay? I was just sitting here talking a little bit. Oh, you in your room? Oh, what you gonna do? You gonna lay down now? Oh, okay. So tomorrow you finish up your playroom. I'm gonna try see if I can move some of this stuff out tonight. So go lay down. Go lay down if you feel. No, I said I'm gonna move out some of this stuff myself. But I'm gonna see what we got to eat. You eat already. I bake chicken. I do beans and rice and potatoes. But I'm feeling for some more of that bean. Just a bit. The plate is in the fridge. I put them up already. That bean tastes so good. Yeah, we had some beans and rice, baked chicken wings, and some fish. They eat off all the fish. I did some purge fish. We have a half a bag left, and I just bake it in the oven, and the kids tear it up. A little one, Mommy, can I get some more fish? Sure did. Here you go. Bake the fish with some seasoning and stuff, and olive oil and stuff, and this. And they ask some more, especially the little one. He asks some more fish, and they eat it off with the bean. They eat up the bean. They're not a fan of rice, and they eat the sweet potato. The big one, not a fan of sweet potato, but they eat majority of what they could eat. And then we made some of that fruit punch Kool-Aid thing there that I got. Well, it wasn't actually a Kool-Aid, but it tastes so good. Tastes so good. It's like when you make fruit punch drink. So I need to go back to Family Dollar and get me one of those just to have in the house for emergency purpose. Yeah. And then I don't want to stay up too late because the mechanic supposed to. He said he will call me and let me know what time he can make it to come and check out the car for me. So the other one that was supposed to come, he called me too and said I must just drive the car and maybe it's my starter. I don't want no guessing game right now. I spent too much money the other day fixing the car, hoping that I could have get it to go make back my money and everything. And it's like, a lot of time people think that when time they ask you for $2 to do something for you and you hand it to them, they think that you have money. It's like your lifeline you were using, hoping that something would have been fixed, and then you would be able to get back, so you don't have to feel like you're overstressed. You're stressed, but now you're becoming more stressed. You know what I mean? So people won't even understand sometimes. Sometimes it's your last. It's your last. You ever have your last, and you say, "All right, then, I really need it." So you get you sacrifice. It's a sacrifice you make when time you just say here, cause you need this stuff regardless. You know what I mean? But you have a lot of people who think that because they say $5, $2, or whatever, you say here you go. Yes, it's your thing and you want it done, so you have to pay up or fork up. You know what I mean? They think that you have money. No, that's your lifeline. It's like you're on that last lap, and you're trying to just say, all right, then I know things is gonna come because you're checking out things regardless. You're calling around, you're seeking this, you're seeking that, you're asking about this and that, and they say, here you go, you can come and do this. Then all of a sudden you get something, and it's like you have to tell somebody, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, because think you're not gonna be reliable because you need the transportation to in order to be reliable. Lyft and Uber is only for important times. It's not for everyday ride because then you're gonna go broke. Then you might as well run on the road. Just keep running. Don't stop. Just keep running. Just don't stop. Just keep running. You know what I mean? Just full speed ahead. No stopping. But then you have two handbags to run with, so therefore you go have to stop. You know, one of the greatest downfall of life is, I can say for me, is having the children. And don't get me wrong, children are a blessing, but when you have them and so many opportunity are passing you because of the sacrifice you have to make for them, and not only for them but also for yourself and their safety as well. So therefore, stuff that you could have jumped on, let's say somebody call you right now and say, hey, can you come in and do this? You can't, because your kids come first and you have to make sacrifice to them, in a way that that is not just passing them around like pass around donkey and say, okay, here, keep them here. What I mean? It's not like that. So sometimes when people see you make sacrifice, you tell them, hey, make sure this is fixed because I got my two children and safety first. And if safety is not first, and there's no way I can keep risking me and my children for just have that car just park me anywhere for parking. No. So when you pay money to get something fixed. You don't pay money to get something fixed today and the next day you have a problem. The other day you have a problem. If you know what I mean, it's not money is no it's not on the tree. If money was beer on a tree, everybody would have some money right now. And when I mean money, we all would have some money. Nobody would have to worry about nothing. Everybody would just go and pick money and go do what they gotta do. If they want how many dollars they want, I could just go pick some money and go buy another car. It's not like that. You know what I mean? It's like dreaming of having a car and then you have it and it come like a baby. Come like a baby. Don't take care of it if poor thing pine away. I mean, a car is like a child. It need maintenance just like how a child or yourself need maintenance. You know, and even when you're doing good with the maintenance, it still can break down because it's just the way it is. Same way with us. Even when we're doing good with our life, we still break down. Sickness, diarrhea, outside of something. Sometimes you eat and something upset you. You have to take Pepto-Bismol. So such is life. Even when you maintain, you know, eat healthy and all this, you still have breakdown. Same way with the transportation. The challenging part is like when something is broken down, like those kind of things, and give it to people who you think that shouldn't have the knowledge of how to fix something or how to execute something, and you don't see that is being done, then it make you wonder like this was just all for money. It make you wonder, not necessarily that somebody though is not knowledgeable about what they're doing. It's just a mere fact that it make you question, because as soon as you get something, then it's still acting up. You change out the whole thing, then it's like you take out the whole motor and say, okay, let me put that next one. Well, anything we're gonna come with problems. So but you just make you question yourself sometimes, like, why did I just pay money for this? Phew. And then sometimes the easier way out is not the easier way either. Sometimes we're looking at the easier way out of something or the more cheaper way or so, and then in the long run, it even costs you more than what you would have paid one time. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's life. Sometimes you look at the cheaper way and say, all right, let me go the cheaper way, and then the cheaper way, yeah, temporary. But if you had just gone the other way, then you could have been what, semi permanent. You know what I mean? So it could have lasted a little longer. Just say go, such is life. That's how we live and we learn, family. Definitely. That's how we live and we learn. Of the things that kept pushing us back, but we determined not to be pushed back. You know what I mean? We're determined to pull through. We're determined to fight through it. And then one day when you earn that reward, it's something that you deserve it. You work for it. You know what I mean? Because you didn't give up while you were going through your journey. You didn't give up. You tell yourself that, you know what, I'm going to keep fighting and I'm going to keep working hard, and I'm not going to give up regardless of the circumstances that was ahead. You know what I mean? And that's all that matter. Even because one of the things I'm learning, even if somebody doesn't believe in it, lyrics by Nydia, how you doing? Greetings, greetings, bless up yourself, bless up yourself. One of the thing I am learning, even if somebody does not believe in your dreams or whatever you're trying to put out there, not just in this world now we are in, but in regular day-to-day life. Greetings, greetings, lyrics by Nydia, greetings, bless up yourself. Even if somebody don't believe in your dreams or anything, if once you believe in what you're doing, and you know that one day your story is gonna help uplift others because they see you struggle, they hear you talk about the struggle, even if you didn't go in depth with your struggles or anything, because you don't really have to go in depth. It's like you don't have to tell that you go do number one or number two. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't have to go great in details, but you give a synopsis and then people understand when they see you later and they're learning from you because when they're in that, because mind you, you never know when you're gonna be in situations. You never know, because if this world, if we could have foresee what is ahead of us, I think everybody left already. Lyrics by Nydia. So greetings. So if we could have seen what is ahead of us, then the things we buy would have known not to buy it. For example, buying a car, if we could have foreseen that, Lord, this thing have a whole lot of irritation, and Lord, this thing about to take all your little dime, then we wouldn't have bought it. You know what I mean? But that's why when these things come, it tests our faith. A lot of things is gonna come. It doesn't have to be a car. I'm just using a car because that's my circumstances right now. It's gonna challenge you enough to see how much, and it's gonna test your faith to see how strong you are, because this thing will literally test your faith. And if you're not strong enough, you will start to break down. You will start to cry. How am I gonna do it? I need this, I need that. As I'm gonna be outside, or I'm gonna be evicted, or you start bawling. But it's not really for us to be bawling. It's for us to try to talk about the problem, identify the problem, and then find a way what best solution we can work and come up with. You know what I mean? And that's all I do, because the problem is gonna keep coming. You know, one fix, then you find a next one. That one fix, then you find a next one, and the next one, and the next one, until the day you leave this world, and all problem for you over. You know what I mean? So such is life. So lyrics by Nydia say, yeah, we don't know the future. The great thing is we can teach our children so they don't go through the negative things we went through. Yes, but they still gonna have to learn some things on their own. You know what I mean? No matter how we are great parents, we still, there is some things that not even teacher themselves can teach children everything. Same thing with parents. We can teach children everything. We can teach them a lot, as much as we can, as much as possible. Same thing with the school, because there is only so much in a day that you can give to each child each day. But all we have to do is just keep doing the best, go through our hurdles, and then the mistakes we make. And if they're smart enough while we paying attention, while they're seeing us through our struggles. Some of them are quick learners. Some children are gifted, so they will start to say, all right, mommy, we're going to sell some water, we're going to sell some juice and help around. But, that's how it is. Yes, it is up to them to listen. Yes. But, many times we think our children not listening, but wait till something happen and then you hear that child repeat back everything and you say, wow, the child that I was cursing out and say he or she not listening. Then when they repeat everything back, maybe not verbatim, but when they repeat it back, then you're like, wow, the child that wasn't listening. So it's just so funny. Most are rebellious, yes. And I know my big son is kind of rebellious too, so I have to be talking to him as well, but he's very clever, and I'm talking to him as well, so he can understand, because most of us, especially when you have children and then follow down the line, one children won't be so rebellious, but they do, but not so much. But when you have a next one and a next one and a next one, then one feel like he left out, then the other one feel like, okay, like me, like mine, like mine, they tell me everything, you know, they hear everything that is true. Yes, they hear everything. Even one night I thought they were sleeping when I got sick. I was on the line and I was eating the pear, and I went into the bathroom and I wasn't feeling so well or something, and I think I was growling or something. And all I heard was, "Mama, are you okay?" And in that moment, I promise you, I was shocked because I said, "I thought you were sleeping." And he wouldn't go to bed. He started to ask me, "Mommy, what was wrong? What was happening to you?" And I'm saying, it's just so funny how the Lord worked. While the little one was knocked out, and then, so you go. But that's why we have so many ways for children to learn, and that's why it's for us as parents to kind of guide them through their learning through their peers, because they're going to come and tell you what their peers say. They're going to come and tell you what their teachers say. Most of them, they will come and tell you what the pastor was preaching, if they go to church, if we instill that, and whatever we instill in them, if they go to sporting events or so, they going to come and say, "Mommy, the coach said this, the coach said that, blah 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 blah." And it's for us as parents now to guide them along the way, because some of the stuff they might say to us could be sensitive, where they never heard somebody call them out their name before. They never heard somebody be shouting after them, because if you're not the person who shout after your kids, they might encounter that later out there in the world. So everything is so much, sometimes it's within the moment, whatever they're saying to us. That's why they say it's good to listen to them. So yeah, so that we can help guide them along the way and let them know, what we've been through. We've been through that too. We've been through the hurt. Even the man that have 4 or 5 degrees, you think they don't go through thermal phase? They go through everything, just like the man who don't even have a degree. They go through everything. Because when that boss is upset or you did something wrong, or you weren't supposed to fax this over or anything, it doesn't matter about your qualification now. It's a matter about you as an individual. He gonna get at you. And even if you didn't hear somebody talk to you in a certain manner, now it's gonna feel like this person disrespected you so bad. Some people just quit or go open their own business if they were business minded, or some of them just quit and just sit down or something. But you know what I mean. So such is life. The challenge will come. I told my son, you see, niceness is one thing, but you gotta remember there's many parts to life. It's not just being, "Oh, mommy, you're so nice, you're so genuine, you're so kind, you're so this." But what make mommy is because mommy gonna steer you in the right direction, and sometimes mommy gonna have to yell at you, sometimes mommy gonna have to shout at you, even though not every parent's cut out that way to shout after their kids. Some children you shout after them, some of them, and they get it right there. Some of them you just they say softly and tenderly. Softly you spoke with them or you speak with them and they get it right there. While some of them you have to kind of turn the voice up a little. "Okay, Sean Harvey, good night. How you doing?" You have to turn the volume up a little bit and they get what they need to get. You know what I mean? Same thing in school. Sometimes if you go to a school right now, you hear a teacher, you might have another classroom that the teacher don't play with the kids, and you have one where the teacher is more easygoing and just relaxing and everything. So I'm doing good so far. How you doing? And so far, and then you might hear the another teacher start yell after the kids then, because the kids then that she have, they could call them quote unquote bad kids. Not necessarily mean they're bad. They just want to be the kid that don't listen. They listen, but they're not in the arena that they're in. Maybe if it was music playing or dancing, or they told them to make up and make something up, or so, then we're doing good. Keisha and Harvey, no much young finish steam my hallway and just sitting here chit chatting a little bit. You know what I mean? But such is life, though. Because even it's since I have children, some things I learned on my own after having children. I learned about the preeclampsia because that's what I had. I learned about the hypertension. Well, the preeclampsia come with the hypertension and all of that. And if I didn't have children, I wouldn't even know about that. Well, before I had the kids, I was going to this parenting class, and they were telling us about the likelihood of some people because have preeclampsia after having baby and stuff like that. Some people go through post depression for a while and stuff. I actually was applied to enroll in this college online 1 year, and the lady who I was talking to on the phone, and they were talking about some other things, and she said I had preeclampsia too. And she said yes. She said even though she's still going through it, after 2 years she was still going through it. So some things you're gonna learn while you're in the journey. Some things you're gonna discover, like Christopher Columbus, about yourself, your children, because that is within that moment. Some things you're gonna discover as an adult that you would say, "How nobody told me this when I was young?" Because nobody, if it didn't happen, then they can't say anything. You know what I mean? Sometimes we say, how nobody told us this or anything. Sometimes if you don't fail, you didn't even know that there is other resources out there that you could have got. Get to study and go pass whatever you need to pass. Sometimes it's after multiple chances of failures. Then somebody come out the blue and say, "Oh, you didn't get this. You didn't get the worksheet." Nope. You know what I mean? So such is life. But you learn though, you live and you learn, and that tells you that the next time you go anywhere, you would not make that same mistake, not asking certain valid questions, especially when taking an exam. Do you have any brochure? Do you have any sample activities that I can study from, or like an imitation of anything, or a guide to anything, you know what I mean? So such is life. We live and we learn. There's a failure teaches you, and that is true. When you fail something in life, you want to do better because you know you can do better than your failures. Especially when you tell yourself. You see, when you speak highly of yourself and know yourself, you keep telling yourself, "I know I can do better." Because sometimes you fail in life, and it's just because of the moment. You were in that moment where your headspace wasn't right. You were in this dark place where it's like your bills piling up, everything crumbling down, and children to go back to school, a lot of stuff, and then you're like, "Wow, I'm just a one-man band," or sometimes you're two-man band, but it's only one person bringing in two little shillings. You know what I mean? So now you realize nothing's stretching much, or so that can add added stress to a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? But it's how we work towards that. 'Cause you can have one person bringing in everything, but it's how you work to meet that goal at the same time, Because if you're not burdened on the person who is bringing in everything, you make sure you take care of everything else. Yes, you might be feel more worked up because that person just go to work and come in, eat and drink and whatever. But at the same time, you feel good because you're still in a place where even if you don't have a 9 to 5, but you know that that person is still making sure your bills are paid, the roof over your head is taken care of, the kids are being fed, they're taken care of, and you all you have to do is just wash, cook, and clean and take care of the place and everything. Or whatever hobby you have, you could work on it, crocheting or makeup here and nails, learning to cut here if you have a bunch of kids and you want to, so many things you can learn within that time frame. That baking, some people take up baking through being a stay-at-home. I watched American Idol recently. There's a stay-at-home mom, and she was saying, "I'm just a stay-at-home mom." And I think my lady, they tell her, "No, you can't just say you're just a stay-at-home mom. You are a mom. And if your partner wanted to stay at home and he go out and work, you know, yes, not everybody agree with that, but who am I to say I'm not agreeing with people life? Everybody have a life choice, everybody have choices. The choices somebody make with their life or their family, that's on them, doesn't mean they have to apply to me, you know what I mean? Everybody should have a choice, freedom of choice. We might not all agree with the choices people make, but that's their life. If it's working for them, it's working. One size doesn't fit all. So, you know, and she was on American Idol, and I think she went as far as being on the big stage. Even though she was just saying she was just a stay-at-home mom. You know what I mean? So it just tell you that once you're confident and you know that you have things that you can come up with or do, be good. Some of these ideas you have in your head too, and you share it with others, they might not agree with them. You know what I mean? Some of what you say you want to do and you may share it with your friends and family, they might not agree with you. You know when they will agree with you? When you determine, because you know it can work. And that's how life is, determination. When you're determined, no matter what people say, you're not gonna be rude to them when they say, oh, I don't think this is gonna work, resilient queen, I don't see it working or whatever. But you didn't let their name in the mouth tell you what you know, because you get the vision, you get the mission, you get the idea. All you need to do is come up with your plan and everything. Yes, you come up with your plan and you run it by somebody. If they don't believe in your goals, it's because they can't foresee it, because they're not a visionary. They're not on the same mission as you. But you can go out there and prove to them that this work. And in order to prove to people that this can work, is for you to structure it and go out there. And even if you have to find a company that you might have to end up pay $2, $3 to formulate whatever you need to formulate, is like a product. You have the vision and everything, but you don't have the rest of the stuff. Go out there and do it. You know, such is life. It's like you have a man, he can tell you everything to do, but don't give him the book, because he's not the book kind of person. You have somebody else now. Don't give him all theoretical aspect, but he don't have the practical. That's okay. That's why we have teachers. That's how we come about. We have teachers. A lot of teachers, we are good at teaching. Doesn't mean you're good at the practical aspect of it. You know what I mean? But you can't order people around. Go here, do this, do that, move around, move the. Some people order you around. They still teachable moments. You know what I mean? Some of them is just a command, and you might not like the way it is being said to you or anything. Because of the command and everything. But it's still teachable moment. They tell you to do this, do that, do that. Sometimes no sense of direction. They have you all over the place looking like lost. You're singing I'm a lost child. You're looking all over the place. Don't know if it's east, west, south, or north, wherever you should go. Vague information and all these things. Such is life. But you keep going because you believe in what you can do. We all have to keep going because we will get there. We will get there. But when somebody say they don't believe in what you're doing, and they start to tell you why, that's their belief though. You gotta remember that. Even if somebody say, I don't think what you're doing is gonna work, they're just seeing it from their standpoint. But you gotta also look at their standpoint as well as your standpoint and see. And don't just say yes to something because somebody said, oh, I don't think that's gonna work. Take what they're saying and put it with yours and see how well you can build around that and say, okay, to see if it's effective. Because that's the only way to know if something is effective, is to try it. And some things are not tryable because some things are just a service or whatever. But you gotta test it. You gotta test the service to see how it's gonna be, how it's gonna sound, how it's gonna come off, and all these things. If it's a product now, then nobody believe in it, then you can always go in our storefront and ask, hey, can I put up a little stand here and do some sample for the day of this product here? I'm trying to formulate this product. I want to see how people gonna react to it and all these things, and boom, you'll be shocked to know the reaction you get. Then you realize, then wow, because sometimes people believe in what you're doing, but because they don't want you to take off like an airplane, they discourage you. And if you're a person who will easily get discouraged, then you will be discouraged for sure. You can't be discouraged when you're doing something. Because the purpose of life, anyone that can talk you out of something will talk you out of it. But if you believe in your dreams, go for it. If you believe that what you're doing is going to be effective one day, do it. Because a part of life is not just to say, because I've been discouraged a lot of times in a lot of stuff, because I'm saying, oh, it's like you're saying you're in a compromised position or situation where you have to compromise and respect and say, all right, then you don't want to go behind this person back and all of these things. And you have to tell yourself that, who am I? I'm losing my own self are my own word, because you compromise for the stuff you want. Is like, I remember I told somebody once that I want to open a restaurant. At this time is like, then you don't really need a lot then to do so much. It's just a start you need. And the wherewithal was there. And it's like the person trying to talk you out of it, telling you to open something that you can't even foresee right at the moment. It's like they want you to open a gas station when you don't even have a gas station money. We look for food. You can start with little or no dollar to start to cook something and sell it. I mean, all you need to do is to get yourself licensed, all of these. But a gas station require a little bit more out of you. You know what I mean? A little bit more bucks out of you. You can't just go there with a dollar and say, hey, I need a gas station. But with food, you could just go get your license, and like a vending license or something, and start somewhere. You know what I mean? And the person tries to say, no, that I go work too many places, too many this, and it's like, it's discouraging when people that's supposed to be around you and be supportive of you, not supportive of you, but if they're doing something, they want you to be supportive of them. You know what I mean? That can be very discouraging at times. And I never follow through with it, because I'm like, okay, I'm telling anybody, you have your dreams out there. If nobody believe in you around you with a family or friend, keep pushing your dreams. You know, still have it, because once it's still in your head, it's a dream, and it's also a vision, and it's possible. All you need to do is when keep working, so you can get to when you're gonna implement this thing. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you run it by the people around you, you think that they're for you, but then you realize they're more discouraging. You know, they're more discouraging, like trying to anything to talk you out of it. They will. So bear that in mind. But you can't give up off of your dreams, because we're not here to live through the eyes of the whole world. You have to learn to live through the eyes of you too, because the one spirit that gives everybody the ability to think. Sometimes we need little support while we're thinking, because sometimes our imagination are so wild in how we construct stuff, or how we're thinking about we want to do this or we want to do that. So you need a little bit more intervention, meaning that we need maybe one or two person that we think believe in what we're talking about for it to work. You know what I mean? So we're going to go to them, and we go make reference. We're going to make suggestion, not reference, make suggestions to them. And then if they can foresee what we're talking about, then you can say, yeah, 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 I think that would work. You know what I mean? But sometimes when people don't believe in what you're doing, if you don't have no strength in you, you won't be able to stay afloat, because you can be easily discouraged. Because when you're easily discouraged, it's like easily distracted. Easily distracted, easily discouraged. But once you tell yourself that you can do it, you can do it. You can do it. You know. And my son was much younger. He's still doing it till this day. He get the rocks, which we call them the hangers. He get the hangers. He get the belt. He get the covers. He get the Legos, and he get the blocks, and he carve out the letters of the alphabet on the carpet. I think I posted a video of that once where he made a letter. He even made the addition and subtraction. When I was growing up, I did not have that mind. I am a very creative person, but I did not have that mind of saying I'm using the belt that we put around our waist to create no letter. And I saw my son did that. That's a visionary right there. Anything you visionary, you can put it out there. You are visionary. You are on a mission. It's just for him to keep going, and me as a parent to help support that part of him that have that ability. To formulate things. And now I see the little one the same way. You know. So it just goes to show. I think I have a video of him how he formulate letters out of stuff. He was even doing addition with blocks, using blocks, and he put the plus sign how he carved it. In my dreams, Don't get me wrong, these things are out there. People have done these things that you will see we talk about. Don't get me wrong. But if you never really research about them or something, then it would be new to your eyes. If that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, everything you see we talk about, somebody probably out there have something similar or so to what you're saying or what you're talking about, but not the exact same thing. You know what I mean? You probably had a little tweak, they had a different tweak to it. It's like different perspective or so on stuff. And this is how we generate different things, and this is how we learn. Like today, I was watching this young man here, and he was saying in his culture they don't have a lot of measuring where you go and measure to put your clothes on to see, oh, you wear use the measuring tape to measure you to build clothes for you or anything. And he say how they do their stuff is that they put the pants or anything around their neck, and if it fit around their neck, then that that's their right size. Even if you have like a room in there, that is their size for them. And he showed it online, and then he put the pants on, and all he needed was a belt in there. And I'm like, wow, I will try that. So now I know that if I go somewhere and I'm trying on something, or I don't want to try it on, I know how to put it around my neck. Now all you have to do, put the pants all the way around the neck, make it meet back, and once it meet and you don't have a lot of room, then you know it will fit you. And that's what he did. That's what he did, and then he tried on, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, so I learned something right there. You know what I mean? So sometimes you need, and that's the beauty of different cultural background, because different cultural background will have something that has done traditionally for years that no other, even if similar culture out there done it, but it's not prevalent in that culture, then maybe one culture is more dominant within that. Then that's how you learn a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, yes, yes. But family, I ain't gonna stay any longer. I probably just go wash up my dishes offline. I ain't gonna wash it up now. And then go in the kids' room, go lay down, pray with them and stuff and so forth. So we're just steaming up the part here. It's kind of wet right now. The living room is dry now, but the hallway section is wet. So by tomorrow, should dry, I'm gonna open the playroom window so that we can get some air. I won't open the kids' window, just the playroom window. The hall, this window already opened. So yeah, so we can get some fresh air in, so it can dry the, because in here smells so fresh. I already took my garbage out today and stuff like that. Yeah, so we're working on making whatever I have worked for now, because I ain't worried about none of these things. Just working to make whatever I have worked, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna wash my face and put some serum on there. Serum. I already have some on there, but I gotta wash it. So anyway, family, thank you all for stopping by, and Chatterbox is gonna sign off for tonight, because sometimes Chatterbox chat too much. Chatterbox. But anyway, Chatterbox is gonna sign off for the night. Let me look at me and get so far. Look at my cheek, shiny. Girl, I get fat. Anyway, Chatterbox go sign off for the night. Happy Sunday night to everyone, and thank you all for stopping by. Appreciate each and every one. Walk good. Have a blessed night. Bye bye. Come on, cheek. Getting fat.